Yo, this your boy Kid Ink, and you now tuned in to the Biz with D. Ooh. Okay.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to the Biz with D. Right now, My First Wings Radio with your one and only rock star on the mic, David Dwayne. And right now, we got the homie Kid Ink on the line with us. What's going on, brother?
What's good, man?
Not much. Just working and grinding. How about you?
Yeah, chilling out here. Same thing, though, man. I'm trying to take, this nice break I got, as I can, and, soak it all in before we really hit the road, man.
Right, because you're about to go on tour top of the month in April, right?
Yeah, we starting April 1st, man. My Own Lane tour, It's going to be exciting. The show is bigger now, We stepped it all up. I think it's going to be a good move.
Most definitely. So let me first, let's talk about, like, your background of how you got started, because I did my research, of course. I mean, I was already onto your music when you were independent, but I like how, I like your story of how you were producing. You got a placement with Nipsey Hussle. For people that don't know, that's a rapper out of Cali. And then you, started writing hooks, and then you found, a love to, rap. What was it exactly about, hip-hop rap music that made you just want to be like, you know what? Since I'm writing, since I've already, dabbled in producing, let me rap.
I was definitely a fan of not only just the music, but the culture. And I felt like, I just found myself enjoying it, more than I probably thought I was when I was just producing and doing the background thing, when I actually just took the step to, be a little bit more confident with just being a person and, just taking it further. Because even as a producer, I feel like I still, if I wanted to be a bigger producer than just, a behind-the-scenes guy, I had to come up with some type of personality and something like that to stand out. And, from there, really just grew the love for writing from wanting to do more as a producer, like Pharrell and Timberland, and, those people who were putting out full projects themselves just because they had good ideas, man. And I felt like I was one never to want to waste any ideas. And I think, the people around me kind of gave me more the confidence to just work harder at being an artist and saying, I think one of my crutches was having all the tattoos and looking like an artist and being in the fashion, and people were just like, you don't look like a producer, a lot of producers are more like nerdy guys and,
right.
Still, real computer geeks, and I was looking more like, the rapper. Crazy.
Right. And I'm glad you even mentioned the fact of, like, your style and stuff like that, because a lot of people, I'm not going to name certain artists, but you'll see that, you probably know which artist I'm talking about, and no shade to them,
right.
But they'll look like they're rappers, and they'll be the ones that are coming from New York, but they're singing, and I just be like, what the fuck is this? Like, are you confused?
Yeah.
You really want to rap? What do you want to do?
Right. Yeah, see, me, myself, man, I feel like I try to, I get in the booth and I can sing a little bit and I write stuff for singers, but I feel like I try to get so many people to just re-sing my stuff because I don't feel like I'm actually in a mode right now where I'm going to hit the stage and start singing. That's not really, what I'm 100% about or feel confident with, more so than when I write. I just don't try to waste any ideas, and I make sure I pass them off though and got other people that's their profession and really sing and hit those notes, and they can do it way better than me, and that's kind of how I try to approach it.
Right. Well, if you ever need somebody to sing them hooks when you're touring, just hit a brother up. I'll do it.
Yeah, I got you.
So now you mentioned the fact of hooks. You've collaborated. You've had Eric Bellinger, Chris. And you write those hooks, right?
Yeah, man. I do a lot of the writing, man. With the, even though Eric Bellinger, he's a dope writer, we do a lot of stuff together. But it's dope for even just writers who I work with to accept, the music that I do and not try to even rewrite some stuff. Sometimes they just really go with it and really re-sing it. And I think it helps, with getting that feature from Chris and stuff like that when they hear those records and they don't have to do that much work except just re-sing it and, use their talent that way and not really, think about how to write it better and, all that stuff. It's dope, man.
Right. And when, you're writing the hooks, are you still in the same just mind state as you are when you're just writing your raps, or is it a little different for you?
No, I think it's different. I think when I'm writing hooks, sometimes I'm just thinking overall and thinking of subjects that a lot of people could relate to or something like I said that other people could re-sing, and it doesn't always have to relate solely 100% to me, to where when I write verses, I feel like I definitely have to come across and get how Kid Ink really feels about the entire situation, or sometimes even try to flip the hook to different situation that you didn't think, and then you kind of get two different songs in one, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So when you listen to the hook, you can feel a certain way. When you listen to my verses, you can feel a different way.
Definitely. So now, you got the album out, My Own Lane. Tell me about the concept of that album, because I mean, I fucked with every track. Like, Is You Down, Bossing Up. Look, the whole album I fucks with. But you know, how'd you come up with the concept for it?
Yeah, the concept was really, man, the My Own Lane concept was not really more so me trying to say, all right, this is a lane, this is a sound I got, rock with it, and, you know what I'm saying, force that upon people more so than I'm trying to explain how I make different kind of music for different kind of times, and, you know what I'm saying, it's different lanes of music and music that different people listen to, but, you know what I'm saying, you can appreciate it all like as a whole album because it's all just different moments. I feel like some people come up with, like, titles too early and make an entire album based off that title. And, you know what I'm saying, then they only make one type of music to it. Me, I try to just make all kind of different things and let, you know, the songs fall in the vibe and you know which ones are, you know, kind of album records and which ones sound more like mixtape records and really, you know what I'm saying, make a full album that way.
Right. And how do you even, like, you know, go through, like, your track list and even figure out, okay, you know, this really goes for a mixtape or album? How does the process, you know, work for you? Because, I mean, for you, stuff that's on your mixtape, that can even go on the album. Like, you just hit them hard with them records, though.
Yeah, I think what it was for me early, I was really trying to, you know what I'm saying, prove a point of the, you know what I'm saying, type of music I can make sometimes and really try to make full albums, you know what I'm saying, instead of mixtapes when I was first going into the process. And I think, you know what I'm saying, after we did the independent album and really got that out, I, you know, kind of understood the mixtape game more. And it's more of, you know what I'm saying, you could separate it from just, you know, mixtape stuff sometimes you could just freestyle. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really have to be like a super concept. You could, songs you want to test out that you're not really, you know what I'm saying, too 100% about, you could try on the mixtape. You know, even just the beat quality sometimes, you know what I'm saying, makes the difference if it's a mixtape or album record. Just how, you know what I'm saying, the production just lays down, which is something, you know what I'm saying, important to me. I feel like I can pick apart production pretty well just coming from a producer's, you know what I'm saying, background. Know a mixtape record from an album record just from how that beat sounds.
Right. And I did hear that about you, how you, like, you, when it comes to, like, certain tracks, you'll even talk to the producer, you'll be like, look, add this in there, take this out. Like, and that's really
good, man.
Because a lot of people don't do it. They just be like, oh, that's cool. When they really could have just been like, damn, that 16
right
snare could have hit real good, and then it sounds saturated with the rap that even, you say, for instance, let's say Game gets on it. And it sounds saturated. Not his verse, but the fact that the beat wasn't, you know, colliding right.
Right. And a lot of people don't think about that part, man, and how that really just plays in parts of the songs. I feel like, you know, I try to make sure even when I'm just listening to beats that they make people feel a certain kind of way before it's even lyrics from them. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the studio and there's people around and I'm playing something and everybody's really vibing out to it off top, then I know that I don't need to let that one pass, you know what I'm saying? Because then I could just, all I got to do is add an extra instrument on it, which is myself, instead of really listening to something that's, you know what I'm saying, even when it's more creative sometimes when beats are more open and you can't really, you know what I'm saying, figure out how to ride the beat right or you know what I'm saying, sometimes the production helps you with the writing and the melodies and, you know what I'm saying, filling in and catching vibes, man. It's all, you know what I'm saying, it's all one piece of music.
Definitely. Now, I mentioned the record, Is You Down, which features Tyga.
Yeah.
Tell me, you know, how you got the concept for that, because that's my joint right there. I was like, damn, it's smooth.
Yeah, man. My dude, Diesel from Canada, he sent me over some beats, and that was one that, like, as soon as it came on, it was crazy. It was two beats, and they happened to be Is You Down and the No Option record I used with Los, so he ended up getting just that email was a good email, man. But the Is You Down record just, it was a natural vibe that came me from, you know, just feeling like, I think I had probably just went to the club and or just had a situation where I seen just two girls that was just really into each other. And it's real funny how that is in L.A., you know what I'm saying? It's hard to play which girls are, the girls are into each other and which ones are not. You know, it's a funny game out here because everyone's just, you know, friendly and ready to party. And that's kind of where the concept came up, is asking a girl, like, I see you over there looking at your girlfriend, dancing with your girlfriend, Is You Down? And then, you know, I went. It was crazy. Me and Tyga had the same studio for like a week, and I just ran in the studio and was like, yo, I got this record. And as soon as he heard it, he was like, it's a hit, man. And, you know what I'm saying, ran that within a week, and it was good.
Right. And you mentioned the party scene and stuff like that. How, like, cause one of your big markets is like Germany. How would you say that like partying out in Germany versus, you know, LA and New York, like how would you say like the three really differ?
The three really differ because in Europe and in like Germany, they only drink vodka. So you got to definitely, you know what I'm saying, get your vodka bag because that's all they drink is vodka, and they'll have some champagne, but it's like no tequila, nothing like that. And then I think, you know, the music is definitely a little different out there. They play a little bit like of course they play the, you know what I'm saying, techno and all that, but then when they get into their hip-hop, it's usually like older hip-hop. Like, you know what I'm saying, like old West Coast music. They really like a lot of old West Coast music over in Europe and Germany and stuff like that, too. I think the third difference is, man, I think, you know, out there overseas, you know what I'm saying, like the people are just, they're wild. I can't even say, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing about it. They just wild. I think, you know what I'm saying, over in the States, we got a little bit more consideration for just how we party and, you know what I'm saying, not stepping on people's shoes and not pushing and stuff like that. They don't care. They jump on tables and just get wild and really have that fun. If you're ready for that kind of fun, you know what I mean?
Most definitely. And you and your fan base is so big there. How do you like having like a bigger fan base overseas versus, you know, here in the States?
It's crazy. I mean, I like it because, you know, I think it's definitely, you know, it's dope to go around the world. I mean, first of all, you know what I'm saying, just to travel and be everywhere and, you know what I'm saying, really do a bunch of things and make it bigger than just in the States. And it's, you know, it's crazy how it did kind of grow a little bit bigger over there to where I was doing like bigger shows and venues overseas than I was in the States, and how it's, you know, coming back now. I think it's kind of a cool way to go. I feel like it's harder for some people to even reach over there in general. And, you know, for me to just do that early, I just got to, you know what I'm saying, accept that just blessing. And I don't even understand how that kind of thing happened. You know what I'm saying? We didn't strive for it or go, we going to make music and it's going to reach overseas. It was kind of like, it just happened with the videos, I think, on YouTube and the internet just being so, you know what I'm saying, socially close.
Most definitely. And I feel like West Coast music has like a better advantage for, you know, Germany and London and stuff like that. Not saying that, you know, East Coast rappers, they don't got it, you know, for overseas. Yeah. But y'all are really getting that overseas checks. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I think we're just having some fun right now. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, good fun music that's just translating worldwide from the West Coast right now. People just being themselves. And I think what it was we were kind of really trapped in a box where, you know, we had a lot of stereotypes from the success from all the past artists, you know, from the Snoop Dogg's to the Game to, you know what I'm saying, just Ice Cube, just people who had a certain type of sound, or where we were kind of stuck in that. And I don't think, you know what I'm saying, everyone was just waiting for us to, you know what I'm saying, hop out that box, man. And I think, you know, it's a lot of things that other, you know what I'm saying, musical just areas, you know, can learn, because it's just something I feel like that we've learned from even just the West Coast. I mean, the South and how they did their thing and never really had any musical boundaries and kind of did all kind of different shit. So.
Definitely. And what artists from like the West Coast are like, you know, in general, like co-sign you?
You said which artists from the West Coast?
Mm-hmm.
I think I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I got my love from, you know what I'm saying, some of the OGs and, you know, the Snoop, like that. But I feel like I rock with a lot of the young West Coast, man. And a lot of the young West Coast is sticking together. You know, me, YG, DJ Mustard, KC Veggies, and what was this rocker? Schoolboy Q, you know what I'm saying, the whole TDE. Everybody is really, like, shows a lot of love to each other. I feel like Dom Kennedy, it's a new West that's, you know, really, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of big things to where a lot of the older artists like, you know what I'm saying, Snoop, Corrupt, you know, have come back to us and asking us, you know what I'm saying, for different, you know what I'm saying, tips and getting in the studio and writing hooks and stuff like that. It's pretty dope.
Definitely. So I got a question from my friend Keishonda, and she wanted to know about the record Tattoo of My Name. How did you came up with that?
Man, I was trying to come up with a tattoo, you know what I'm saying, record that wouldn't be, you know, too corny. You know, I've always been in tattoo culture and had tattoos all my life, but never really tried to make it a gimmick really in my music besides it being my name, because that's just who I was. Besides the music, I felt like it represented something else. And, you know, I just wanted to come up with a song that could, you know, simplify, you know, how much the tattoos mean. I could really get it off and still incorporate it with just the females getting the tattoos and even the dudes getting the tattoos. And it was just a name I felt like, a idea that I feel like everyone could relate to, and it didn't seem, you know what I'm saying, just too corny on me doing something like just weird. It just, you know what I'm saying, couldn't think of nothing that was like not too corny besides that man right now at this point. I think the tattoo songs have been pretty oversaturated.
Right. And she also wanted to know, since you've lost count of how many tattoos you actually have, how many do you think that you possibly might have?
I feel like I have to keep it somewhere in like the 50s, I guess.
Whoa.
Just to keep it safe. Not too much exaggeration.
Right. And I heard you say in another interview that the hand is where it hurts the most to do it.
Oh, yeah, man, that's the worst tattoo ever. Hands, and they say the feet, but I don't have no foot tattoos. They say it's worse than the hands, and I don't show, you know what I'm saying, my feet like that. So I don't get, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to go that far.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about getting a hand tattoo, but once you said, I had heard another interview that you said that stuff first, I was like, nah.
The hands hurt, man. The fingers hurt the worst. So it just depends on how far up the hand. Like the wrist is cool, a little bit higher, and it gets worse the higher you get up to the knuckle.
Right. I'm still get it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I mean,
turn up, man.
I got enough piercings as this. I'm like, might as well get tatted.
Right.
And now you have, let me ask you, because you do have gauges.
Yeah.
Did that hurt at first? Because I could never do it. Did that hurt for you?
It's decent. They got a cooler method now. I think that doesn't hurt as much. But I think, you know, I was doing the double up situation where you know, go twice the size up than you're supposed to at one time just to speed up the process, and that kind of hurts.
Right. Trust me, I know how that can be, even with just like the little simple shit. What cities are you most excited to hit that you've not toured in yet?
Oh man, I haven't toured, and I'm excited to do more of like, you know what I'm saying, the Miami, Florida, Tampa situation. I haven't really gone and done my own show out there. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, I've been over to Philly, you know what I'm saying, a couple times and
right
around. I'm definitely waiting to hit the East Coast again. I think it's been a minute since I just hit the whole entire East Coast too. And, you know, I got more shows I feel like just in my own city. I think with just these House of Blues situations, you know what I'm saying, it's such crazy venues that I've been waiting to hit more so than the actual cities. It's just hitting those House of Blues in those cities and making really a big statement instead of, you know, the smaller club shows that I've done.
Right. And would you ever want to like upsize to like the big arenas and stuff like that, or would you like to, you know, do like the more intimate venues?
Nah, I think, you know what I'm saying, that the show itself is moving up to just doing big arenas because, you know, now we're up in the stage. We got, you know, big LED screens and lights and smoke cannons and, you know, just different stuff like that to make the show so much bigger that, you know, it doesn't even have room to be in the intimate settings as much, even though I feel like I've, you know, got a good hold on it, my intimate show and really know how to interact with the fans. I always want to be close to the fans more so than anything. But, you know, it's with that, when I, you know, do the big arenas, I just got to make sure it's a bigger show that even those people far away are still being, you know, blown away.
Absolutely. So before we let you go, we want to ask about the single Main Chick featuring Chris Brown,
yes,
produced by DJ Mustard. Definitely like that track as well.
Appreciate it.
How'd you guys come up with the concept for that? Because it's real smooth, like a lot of your records are. Thank you, because I can't deal with, you know, a whole bunch of turning up all the time.
Yeah, man, that's what I said. You gotta make records for different moments, man. Every moment can't be turn up. You gotta, you know what I'm saying. That's how you get people to listen to whole albums, because, you know, you gotta have it build and go up and down. But I think, you know, with the Main Chick record, you know, I was in the studio with Mustard and getting a bunch of ideas, and he played this hook. I mean, it wasn't even actually the hook. It was actually the bridge of the record that this girl, Jizzle, ended up writing, the homegirl. And, you know, he had somebody re-singing it. And at the time, it was a different singer. But I had went in there and cut, like, half the hook up and rewrote this idea first. Because, you know, it was a hook. I mean, it was, like, a cool melody, but it wasn't really any sticky sections in it to really make it a single. And I just came up with this Main Chick idea. And, you know what I'm saying, cut a couple pieces out, removed some stuff, and just came up with the whole concept of this I don't know your name, and really stuck with that. But you want to be my main chick. It was kind of just, you know, a thing that I feel like it's a common said thing that, you know, a lot of people haven't touched upon, you know what I'm saying, the actual record in itself and gotten that across. And you know what I'm saying, many people really feel that way when you in the club. It be those girls that, you know what I'm saying, really feel like they could be my